Because they know
one of
we're
my
going to
most
come in
recent
talking about
follows-
like fisting or like.
I'm not going to talk
dildos
about that.
or-
I'm not going to talk about that. I was just going to say one of my most recent Instagram follows is this guy that's like, he talks about like car stuff in the background. He goes, listen to this Ferrari and da 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 da. And he's like, he lists out all these like, oh, it's a beautiful car. Listen to that engine. Anyways, send this to somebody who likes big booty Latinas. Like, it's just a completely off the wall like. One of them's like, and one of them he does the same thing. He talks about this car, and then he goes, "Send this to somebody you know definitely cheated on their spouse." Oh fuck! Or another one was like, "Send this to somebody who should be left alone with kids." I was like, "God damn!" They're
Holy
wild.
Lord.
They're just the funniest
I love it.
call outs in the world.
Oh my
well,
God.
rip. But anyways, hi.
Hi.
See, we didn't
Hey
talk
girl,
about this.
hey.
Not even
Yeah.
once.
No,
Not
Yeah,
anyone.
No one even brought up the subject of fisting.
no,
so
not until right now.
I don't know why you're worried.
Anyways, sort of relate. We all had a lot to say. But a lot of different
We had a lot of catching up on Baldur's Gate to do. So
That too.
forgive
Yes.
us.
But anywho.
Penguin.
Yeah, penguin.
No.
Penguin
tell you
has a
what,
real
on
Sophie's
stream,
Get out of
choice
fight
going
now.
on
I'm
right
never
now.
gonna play
I know,
that
yeah,
game.
it's Sophie's choice.
Anywho, welcome back, everybody. It's been 2 weeks. Clearly way too fucking long. And I'm sure nothing is gonna get done today, based on how it's already been going.
As
You
What are you
gotta
talking
do
about?
stuff.
We legally have to
Chilling.
get stuff done.
Yep.
I'm girl bossing my titties out here.
This is true.
Yeah,
This
we're all
is true.
just kind of chilling,
Hanging
out in the terrarium.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
nothing
exactly.
bad's gonna happen. It's gonna be
Wondering
such a
why my patron's on a hit list. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's fine. Well, on that note, welcome back to session 90, 10 episodes away from 100, which is so
Oh
wild.
my god, what?
I know. I was like, are we actually on 90? Hold on, I had to double check.
I
that.
gotta start paying for stuff now.
I know, right?
Hold on, my next
and
bonus check doesn't come in for a few months. Just give me a
I
minute.
know, I just got paid from Twitch.
just spent
I'm
all the
glad
money
we
on
already bought
bonus.
I was like,
stuff.
oh, I'm gonna buy Elden Ring.
Ew.
It's like, well, damn it, now I gotta buy a costume.
Beyonce. Yeah, I'm glad I pre-bought.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, welcome back to session 90 of Princess Apocalypse with the Ditherers of Dismay. 2 weeks ago, last session, our wonderful group said a kind hello to a Medusa, which started off so badly. So many ones,
Really badly.
so many low rolls.
Really badly.
We may have bent a rule to use 2 luckies on the same roll, but that's fine. Only just so Zephyr and Joel, the only ones that can revive people from petrification, didn't immediately turn to stone, because that's what happened to Zephyr. You guys decided to say, fuck this, and immediately dip, and immediately run in a panic. Only to immediately go across this cave, find another opening, and walk right into a barracks of one of the like higher ups. You learned a name was Yasha.
You gave it to us.
Look, I gave
You gave
you
us an opening.
I say you literally saw an opening. I said that there was candlelight, and you guys probably should have clued in, but that's fine. In your panic,
Us clue in. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it was
requires
either
us to have at
Medusa
least a-
It
or
was
the
either
unknown.
a Medusa or unknown.
or
the
where you
unknown.
came from
We're
with the
going from the
gargoyles.
unknown.
I mean, yeah, but that's like.
See,
boring.
there you go. Okay,
We've already been there.
Been there, done that. With Amethyst quick, but not quite so quick, talking, was able to charm one of the guards that you found out his name was Aurora, who had called his superior Yasha over. And in that moment, you tried to quickly scoop up everybody into your lantern, but was caught. So immediate suspicion was there, but you know, some name drops here and there, channeling the other half of you, I guess, pretending to be Hatara as you announced your name. You were basically told to follow Yasha, and you got like a little mini tour. Quite literally walked into like half of the barracks of like the high ups, and you walked through and saw there was a bunch of guards and casters alike.
All people we were supposed to fight.
Yeah. And you kind of walked down a hallway and was brought into what looked like a chunk of a temple that probably was sunken into the earth from the town or the city above, with a massive statue of Okermok, where you were told to stay put with Rorik as your guard, as Yasha went to get the hand. It's the second in command, the hand of Marlos, as she walked down this like long hallway, and we ended, Amethyst, with you grabbing a stone from your lantern and putting it at the base of the statue of Okermok to kind of give an offering, ? And that's where we left it. I would like to, before starting there, start in the lantern, just to keep Celeste more panicking.
I haven't thought about this for a whole week.
Everybody else in the lantern, while being in there, was able to read a bunch of manic notes, some like reports from other people. From
oh yeah, there's a bunch of just loose leaf notes.
Yeah. You did find some magic scrolls, one of which being a greater restoration, which Joel was able to use on Zephyr. So Zephyr is able to be here, do things in this session.
Zephyr no longer stoned, sober now.
Yeah.
No.
Sad moments.
I mean, you can get stoned if you want, but like, no, you're not like stoned.
And you guys have been able to hear outside. You obviously don't know quite what's going on, but you could hear a lot of what was going on. Those that can speak Elvish, I would like you guys to make perception checks, please, which I think is only a team.
Come on, dice.
I'm just big.
Okay. 21.
Okay. Well, we're starting off a lot better than we did last session.
Alright.
Yeah, I would say that while Amethyst was walking through all this, obviously all of you guys could kind of hear the general like close proximity of the conversations and everything. Ateem, you would specifically be able to pick up like some of the Elvish that was around. So I would say you are also included. You would know that Yasha, who was speaking Elvish to other people, basically saying they don't fucking trust them, and if they do anything suspicious, kill them. So you would know that
feels extreme.
Things are like thin ice. Very, very thin ice.
It's spooky in this bitch.
Spooky up in this bitch. Anything you guys are doing?
Reading notes. I would investigation on the notes.
I mean, yeah, you kind of did.
Yeah, we went through all of the notes.
Yeah, you did. I just didn't know if there was anything you guys wanted to plan or talk about or role play or do anything before we jump into the meat of what's going on.
Oh no, we want to see what's going on.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm assuming that Fame tells us like, oh, they're gonna kill her, or like whatever.
Oh yeah. I'll be reading the notes, kind of going through everything. Take a moment as I pick my little ears perk up. All right. It seems like she's doing okay, but they don't trust her. So if she does anything suspicious, they're pretty much ready to kill her.
Right. Is there any way we can? Oh, shit, we can't get a message to her from in here, can we?
If you have sending has a percent that it doesn't work across planes, but you could.
I was gonna say,
attempt.
isn't it a plane of existence?
Yeah. So it does work across planes, but there's a percentage chance that it will not work.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do have it prepared.
Oh my god, he has it prepared. Well, I mean,
so you had sending, but not greater restoration.
I know.
Kidding.
Sometimes you need to just phone home, okay?
Joel has used sending much more
than
used Greater Restoration.
Or have come into contact with things we would even need that for.
The curse?
That
Hello.
mean-
Just kidding.
That being said, I'll just.
I
I'll
couldn't
just, like-
uncurse myself.
I know.
So I
Yeah.
never needed it.
Joel, can you do me a favor? Will you let her know to just like shout a magic word? What does she want us to say? Is like
She can
what are
just
we-
pull
what
us out.
you can't.
I can literally just force you out.
It's like ah.
Yeah.
All right.
Just I think it's a
But
bonus
I'll
action technically if you just can release any amount of people out.
Can
Just-
I, question mark,
Mm-hmm.
can or I or whoever else have like a spell prepared for the second we're popped out?
If need be.
Just like
Sure.
have it a ready spell, like because she's gonna pop us out when we need it. So just like have a
Sure.
guiding bolt, just like cooking on my hand, waiting for.
Sure, I will say you don't know
I
the
can be
direction
listening for the sounds of battle,
and where
Or-
people.
or, like,
I mean,
if she's
I know
about to
it-
get
flaps.
into battle.
any of you guys can like hear what's going on. Just you could hear, understand the Elvish. So every other people
Right.
would hear the Elvish, so you just wouldn't be able to know what they're saying. So all of you would be able to hear if battle started. I would say
Okay.
yes, you could do that. Though,
The code word is Eldritch Blast. Prepare your spells.
When you hear the battle music, that's when the battle starts.
Prepare your
I
spells.
like to imagine that you just like Amethyst decides like I'm panicking, so if anybody's in like the lantern, just
Yeah.
like speakers up here and just battle music starts going off. And, like,
Amethyst is very,
I love
very
it.
intent on like surround sound, Dolby Atmos speakers. Like
yeah, 100%.
you gotta
But,
get
like,
the projector.
It's
I-
that
I-
earth movement, quaking kind of, you know.
Yeah.
I like to think it was a
Vibrations.
little bit influenced by Amdrus.
There we go.
Perfect.
But
You know
yeah,
what could really brighten up the
because-
place?
because you'll
Speakers
be-
and a projector.
Speakers.
yeah. So because you'll be jumping out and you won't know where you're popping out because you can't see and you don't know where anybody is, you're gonna have disadvantage if you pop out and immediately fire off something, hoping to hit somebody. Is the only thing. But you could 100% like cast a
Just,
spell
like,
that
the
is like
first person I see is blast.
like a buff
Yeah.
spell or something. But yeah, you can 100%
But
do
yeah.
that too. That's what I mean. It's just like you're gonna have to like appear and orient yourself to like send it off. But yes,
I
you
have
could
to
totally
remember how
do
to
it.
play this version of D&D compared to the other version of D&D I've sunk
Yeah, 100%.
58
Oh, I
hours of
know.
my life into.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't get no two spells.
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
Are we, like, people inside the lanterns allowed to, like, get out whenever, or is it only through
So
Amethyst?
yeah, so Amethyst has to be the one to do it. Yeah.
Double checking.
Like I can take you out one at a time,
Yes.
like at any point, but I have to be the one to
Yes.
eat you guys out of my house.
Yeah, it'll be
And let's
using
say,
your
Otherwise, we're
your
trapped
bonus
here.
action. Yeah.
Let's say Amethyst
Unless it
dies.
breaks. Right.
The lantern breaks,
Yes.
Yeah.
So unless
and
the lantern
everything
breaks
that's in it
or
explodes out.
yes.
Oh!
Yeah. You guys and all the things you guys put in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would we
Yeah.
get hurt?
We'll find
No,
out.
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
No, probably not. Depending the situation.
It's just that everything will just appear there. It's like
Yeah.
turning a bag of holding inside out.
Yeah, just
Everything just kind of falls out.
yeah. Unless you're in a very tight space, then we'll see.
That's true.
Just in a closet hiding, just gets crushed and you
We
just
just
all
go.
like
If I get crushed under this statue, maybe.
yeah.
We turn into the new Titan submersible.
Oh.
Anyways, so if there's anything you guys would like to do, now is your chance to. And you guys can pipe in at any moment as well if you don't have a plan yet. If you want to talk in your private chat and figure that out while we play out what's happening outside of it, but if there's anything specific now would be the time.
Private
to say.
chat. What do you mean?
I'll just talk over you. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. You guys already have. All right. Well, if that's the case, we will jump out of the lantern. As Amethyst, you are putting down quite literally an amethyst.
I think that's what I said. I was putting down like a little amethyst because I feel like she keeps a stock hold of them.
Yeah, 100%. I feel that too. That feels very accurate.
Like she just has a knack for finding them. Like, you know, those people who have a knack for finding 4-leaf clovers. That's her with just like random amethyst crystals in the wild.
Yeah, 100%.
So while doing that, even though I'm leaving an offering for Ogremok, I'm going to mentally reach out to Zaina And
Okay.
out loud, I'm going to say, oh god, not this. I'm thinking.
Oh God. What do I say?
Oh god. I'll just say, give your blessings upon me on this day.
Like that day.
No, she's gonna sound a little bit more not terrified, I think. But she's just trying to say something that would, sound normal to say in front of a statue of Okermok.
Hey, Daddy.
But she's reaching out to Zaina, effectively asking for guidance.
Cool. Okay. You're not gonna ask anything specific? Just help? Wasabi.
Yeah. Because, Hitara's doing her best. And,
Always.
if one voice is doing great, two voices would be even better
All right.
to help her through this, because she's a little bit worried.
Sure.
See no flaw in this logic.
Yeah.
I would love
Uh-oh.
an
There's a
Arcana
lot.
or a charisma-based Arcana check.
Alright, so charisma with...
Arcana. So if you're proficient in Arcana, it'll be charisma.
I'm like extra proficient in expertise in Arcana.
Expertise. Look at you. Then yeah. So
Yeah.
then add. You're still not in the group, are you?
Me?
Yeah. Did you add yourself back into the campaign?
Yeah, I thought I did.
Weird that the rest of us don't see.
Yeah.
No.
you still do not
Oh,
appear.
weird. Hold on.
I forgot to double check this until
Anyway,
right now.
New campaign. Oh.
As we're kicked out of the
Oh.
bottom, I cast touch.
Yeah, I would like to claim Oh, there we go. I'm in. I don't know what you're talking about. I've always been here.
Beautiful.
I'm
So
She
here.
proud of
doesn't
you.
even go here.
Doing great.
I just have a lot of feelings.
All right. Yeah, so you're gonna be adding +8. So roll a charisma
Good.
check and add +8. Well, I kind of regret changing my rules. to
That's a
this.
natural 20.
Oh
Nice.
shit. Okay.
So that is a 32.
Yeah. Damn.
Everyone believes you.
Yes.
You don't have to do any more checks for the rest of the game.
Not true.
Charisma,
But
sold.
that is, I think that's the highest anyone has ever rolled this campaign. So far.
I
don't
think
think
Zephyr
anyone's-
rolled a 47 once.
I mean,
Feels
I
like it.
wouldn't be
feels
surprised to
accurate.
be honest.
I know.
For what?
No, jokes. Okay. As you focus on this prayer and focus on your contract and your connection to Zaina, you feel that that hum in the air and in the round and that just like heightened magic that is around you almost just accelerate that. And are you because you put this rock down in front of the statue? Are you kneeling down or?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna probably a little bit more in front of where my charmed guy is.
Okay, yeah, he'd be kind of sitting off to the side,
Oh, right,
kind of
there is a
watching.
map.
I will
Oh.
bring up the map
It's
right now.
Yeah, so I would probably just be right in front of it, right there.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I would like to imagine as you put this down and you take a breath and you kind of say this prayer, closing your eyes, you kind of feel that magic kind of course through you very quickly, and it is just like a rush. And you feel like this is way more than you've ever felt talking to Zaina. Like the connection feels like you're right next to her.
Oh.
And as you kind of open up your eyes, you're not like in a place. It's almost like you're looking through like stained glass. It is hard to see, but you see multiple like objects, that there is no like source of light, but there is some kind of light coming from beyond these glass. And you see a large kind of figure, just a shadowed silhouette, like this very large, much larger than you, kind of shift and turn. And there's a moment of, who did I just talk to?
Oh no.
Until a familiar voice comes through and says, "You play a dangerous game, little one. But I am here, and he is not."
Can he reach me here?
I fear he might.
They don't trust me. Can you help? Oh, the elves. They really. One of them doesn't like me. I charmed another. I just want to make sure we can get out of here, okay?
You'll kind of hear them kind of think, go, How do you think I could help?
Is there any advice you can give me so that they believe me?
I fear mortals on your plane are vastly not what I'm used to. I cannot say much of the thoughts of an individual.
Fair. I don't know much about them either. I'm not used to them.
I can do one thing for you, as well as to remind you, you are good with your words, and people like you. It is why you were chosen in the first place. That is not something instilled into you. That is just you. And you'll see this figure shift towards this glass, and it gets bigger and bigger, and it almost blocks out any of the light that is coming from. And you'll see what looks like the shape of a hand reach out towards you. Do you reach back?
Absolutely, I do.
Okay, that kind of
I love my rock
moment.
bomb.
Yeah, that kind of moment of like cross glass where you both put your hands on it. You will feel that heightened magic almost like collapse into you, like through the palm, like through your palm, and you'll snap up. And I will say, because you got a natural 20, and it is the highest roll I think we've ever rolled, I will give you your spell slots back. You can get a short rest like that. So you can hit a short rest. So if you have any hit points gone, you can also just roll hit die.
I do not. So I will just uncheck my spell slots.
And you'll feel that surge as you kind of snap back to the moment, and you'll feel that kind of numbness, that how to explain it? Not like pins and needles when your arm is asleep, but that kind of slight numbness, just kind of coursing through you, and you feel revitalized. That could have went so much worse.
That could have been a nice, confident, like, deep breath. I feel like she feels a lot more confident right now. That's great.
I think like as you take that breath, you'll hear one last, believe in yourself.
Perfect. Okay.
So you kind of stand up, and you can kind of see that Rorik is there, just kind of like smiling. He's hanging out with a friend.
I'm gonna give him like an amethyst crystal too, and just be like, for good faith.
Just goes, huh. Oh, thank you. It's so pretty, and he'll just kind of like admire it, like a child with something shiny.
A blessings from, our great one.
Oh, a blessing indeed. And he'll just kind of like look at it, and he'll look to you, and he'll just say, "Well, did he reply? Did the Great Mountain speak to you?"
He did. I expressed how I was worried I did not make the best first impression. And he let me know that in time, the believers will follow and the others will not. And those who do not believe or follow are of no use to him.
He just kind of like nods, like he 100% has heard this almost exactly many times. He goes, and that is why we know what we're doing is right.
That's right. I just worry for, oh God, what's her name?
Who are you thinking?
The girl that just left.
Yasha.
Yasha, right. I was like, V? Yeah.
No.
That's why I fear for Yasha's skepticism. While I understand it and I am a stranger here, I do worry that if she strays too far into the skepticism, Overmok will have no use for her.
He just kind of like nods. He goes, yeah, I mean, she definitely likes her power. She's kind of hungry for it. But so does everybody. So, I mean, we just thought it was normal, but I mean, if you really think so, that's good to know. Maybe we won't all just be scared of her then. That would be nice.
Absolutely. Because remember, you're here serving Ogremok. He is as powerful as they come.
And you'll see him like touch the kind of symbol that is emblazoned into the armor. And he goes, that's right. It is true. We're all here for the same purpose. And you're right, those that stray will be crushed. Crushed in the landslide to come.
Exactly. And now I know that I might not be a fighter or warrior such as yourself. I could never be so brave. I do speak directly to our patron here.
And he kind of like, there's like a moment of like recognition. And he just goes, wait, really? Like he actually said that to you? I thought usually it's just like a feeling.
Oh no. How do you think I got blessed with such physical attributes?
I would love for you to make... This is both a persuasion and a deception check at the same time. So I'm going to let you pick. And you'll have advantage because he's charmed. And someone just let go. Oh, you can't even see that on stream. That's great. I can only see it.
Okay.
Whole screen becoming yellow.
Oh god. 12. I rolled 2 4s. That's unfortunate.
Oh. I mean, the natural 20, 2 4s, you know, there has to be some kind of balance.
I hate it here.
Okay. I'll just kind of... Oh, actually. Yeah. He'll just kind of like nod like he totally agrees. And he almost seems very like amazed that someone they've never heard of walked in with a higher connection than anyone he knows. And you kind of get that right away, that he seems, while charmed, obviously, he seems very like in awe of you. And you're
I'll
not.
even hold out my hand and just be like, you can touch them if you like. They're real.
Oh yes. Just like he's like poking them, and he's just like, oh my god, and he's very excited. And again, you can't tell if it's because of the charm or if it's just who he is, and the charm enhances that. But as that's kind of happening, unless there was anything else you wanted to do.
No, that's great.
Okay.
I love the idea of just like the picturesque high priestess holding her hand out to the guards, you know, like she's going for image here.
Right, 100%.
Reaches out to David.
There you go. I will say in your head, there's a point of order that I forgot, but in your head, Amethyst, you would hear a familiar kind of whimsical voice just go, I told you you're perfect for this. I will say, which I forgot to mention, because the natural 20, I was like, oh shit, and my mind started racing. Everybody in the lantern, as you guys were kind of figuring out what to do, you would all kind of feel that almost like a ripple of like strong magic in the air. Even those that aren't used to feeling that. So like at team, you're very sensitive to magic, being a sorcerer. So you're used to being able to feel the change of magic, but everyone feels it. And all of you had heard Zaina echo through the chamber.
Oh.
Along with that, this like conversation you would have heard. And if it wasn't for the fact that 10 minutes in the lantern is a short rest already, I would also give you guys a short rest, but you can have a short rest because those are the mechanics of the lantern.
Regardless, you're welcome.
Yeah.
An avocado.
Thanks.
How dare you?
And in that moment, you would kind of look up, or you would kind of hear. Actually, make a perception check, Amethyst.
I would love
see how
to.
much you hear. You would kind of hear footsteps kind of start echoing down the hall. Wow, that
dice are
natural
just
20 just took all your karmic rolling right now.
The dice just keep being thrown into the corner.
Oh,
Like
no.
they're not even rolling. They're just like
No.
Roll real dice. Roll real. This is your sign. Roll real dice.
Okay.
That's
There
it.
you
You're
go.
done. The
It's time
digital
to-
dice have played their game.
I have to
yeah.
write those out. Maybe I should give you my amethyst dice when we
Nat
play.
20'd.
Maybe you should.
I mean, run
Oh,
over.
I do
I
have
wasn't
my
gonna throw
amethyst
angry.
pen.
There you, oh yeah, I forgot you got this pen.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it's got a big honking crystal in it.
Big honk and
Whoa.
crystal.
Good
So
crystal.
you would not hear. You would be able to hear some voices, but you wouldn't be able to hear what they're saying. But you would hear kind of the kind of heavy footsteps of like stone, like boots, like the armored boots on the kind of stone. And you would hear a male voice that almost sounds like it's very gravelly, very like kind of just like rocks grinding. Is the best way to talk. And you hear this noise, and you look up, and you see down the hall 2 figures are walking up. You'll see Yasha, again the female kind of wood elf. Who's very like got these kind of dark brown or black kind of robes that at closer look are just like almost like little pebbles just like stuck together to like make this like flowing robes, kind of walking along with the like the mix of like that dark green like leather and wrappings and bindings emblazoned with the symbol. You would then see a masculine figure that's very broad in shoulder but a bit shorter. Is Amethyst short or tall? I always forget. She's short, right?
I think she's short.
Because I think you originally
technically-
went into with tall, but then I think we were just
Yeah,
like, no,
she
she's
has-
short.
She's small bean energy.
Yeah.
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 I think she's probably the same height as Ataim. I think Ataim and her are like. How tall is Ataim?
7'3".
Yeah, imagine. Just like your standard 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's probably like 5'6" then.
Okay, so this male figure that's kind of walking is probably about 5'6", probably about your height, and you'll see a very like kind of strong build. You'll see again a lot of that kind of like leather kind of almost wrappings, with these like emblazoned like crystals and rocks to like give this like beautiful like design of like some kind of like hide or like leather armor with like these kind of heavier, almost like you would see like metal pauldrons, but they're like made of like rocks and crystals jutting out, and it's very unique, and it is very clearly like none of the ones you've ever seen. Very higher up, you can tell, and you'll see that this person has like gray skin, like stone gray skin. And you'll see once they start to kind of get closer, you'll see that there's like details like along kind of their jawline and like the temples and like the side, like their hairline is almost like cracked, and it almost looks like I want to say like cobblestone. Like it almost seems like they have like mud or something caked into it, you know, and starting to dry and crack, kind of like that. But it looks flush with their skin. It doesn't look like it's something caked on top of them. And then their hair is kind of this kind of short, kind of messy black hair that kind of looks like from a distance, it kind of looks like matted with like mud and dirt and everything. And as they start to walk up and get closer and closer, you'll see it's not just matted, it is quite literally like pieces of stone and crystal like jutting to look like hair, but it's coming from their head, like growing from their head. And their eyes are like black agates, like onyx stones. Like you can't even tell between as the music sputters and is completely distracting me. I'm so sorry. Making me go nuts. You can't even tell between like pupil and iris. Like it's just like solid, like shining black stones. What? Why?
You're good.
Oh, you fucks. And even though Yasha like is like standing much taller than this figure, you can tell that she's like behind, like she's respecting in some sense of her authority or lower authority of him. Rolls a natural 20, great, love that. As they're kind of walking up, you would have seen that they're kind of talking about something, but you didn't get anything. And you'll see Rorik, as soon as he notices, he'll kind of like straighten up and like full on like military like bosses here, and kind of stand to the side, waiting orders. As you see the two arrive in this temple space you're in. And before Yasha can even speak, she almost like goes to speak and introduce. This man puts up his finger to like silence her and looks at you like kind of eye level. And you can almost see this like, just almost like a dust or dirt when he moves his hand, almost just seems to come off just naturally. And he just goes, "So, I was told you're quite someone special, suddenly appearing in our encampment. I was told not to trust you, but I will make that decision." And he will put out his hand, and he goes, "My name is Mirage Vizan. I am the hand of the prophet."
Amethyst, it is a great pleasure to meet you, and a great honor at that. And I will hold out my hand as well.
Okay. Because
Hitara. I say Hitara. I say Hitara.
Okay.
I say Hitara.
It was before
I forgot that I introduced myself.
I was like, oh, good to know. Good to know.
It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. I'll be nice. And I also feel like you went to say it, and Hitara would go, Hitara. Like, would tell you.
My name is Hitara.
Yeah.
And
but you caught it
and
anyways.
the Hitara.
That, like, that gen
I just saw the
trigger panic attack. Like, my chest feels so tight right now.
And yeah, so he'll kind of reach out and like shake your hand, and you can see the way this man moves is very like pristine, very like you almost like can tell he's a perfectionist. Like even his like robes are like perfectly on, like fitted to him, and like nothing looks like it's sliding off. Everything looks put together. As Pyro is like, roll again. And he just, I would say, because you're rock fingers, you don't really notice it, but you would kind of notice in the palm. His hands are like rough, like they're quite literally feel like stone.
Oh, so we're just
but
the
like,
same. That's great.
Yeah. Again, that kind of like stone gray skin. And like even his nails would probably, they wouldn't look like kind of our nails would be lighter. His is probably like a slate darker color. Whether it was painted or natural, you don't know. And he just says, well, it is I that will welcome you to the Black Earth Brigade. I've been told that you have had visions of
Yes,
our great mountain.
I have. For quite some time, actually.
Please. And he kind of like steps past you and gestures to the statue, and he goes, please do entail me.
I'll just tell him the dream that I had when I first got here.
Like the
that
one
one,
where you had seen the elves, like through the elves,
no.
or which one?
Yeah. I'll just tell him that I saw our great and powerful Ogremok first reaching out to all of us, and to Melos, that's his name?
Marlos.
Marlos.
Close.
Marshmallows.
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 Oh my lord. Now I want marshmallows. Damn it.
And that it drew me in, and I felt drawn to the cause. That I have been connected to the mountains my entire life, and it felt only right to serve under the great mountain himself.
Praise be his name.
Praise be his name.
I almost imagine Rourke saying that just in the background. Like
Work, girl, work.
And you'll just see like Yasha just like not having it. She's just like whatever. And
Yasha's, hold on. Can I roll a hater check for Yasha?
Not 20.
You'll see Mirage
Insight.
seems to like take it all in, and it almost seems like studious in a way, I guess, like he's like committing it to memory, and he'll ask you like about specific details. So I would like, what details would you tell? Like,
I would explain that entire, like, the end scene that effectively was given to me of like the visuals of like the giant crystal and like the jetting crystals from the ground. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for the hell of it, roll a wisdom check. Just straight
Okay.
wisdom.
Okay, that's a +2. I'm gonna roll real die.
Do
Yeah,
it.
you got this.
Easy time. Easy
Okay,
time.
that
Easy
is an
time.
18.
Hey, okay.
There you go.
Okay. As you are like saying this, he seems rather impressed. Up to you how you feel, but this is a very stark difference to like anybody you have really met from the Black Earth Brigade. He almost seems like a scholar, in a sense. And you'll just see him go, that is in quite detail. Allow me to believe that you have quite seen, or in some form of dream, been to the Black Geode. That is impressive.
Its power is what motivates me to stick with this cause. And the enlightful and powerful words of Ogremok himself.
he'll just kind of nod, and he just goes, I do have a few questions.
Absolutely.
And
No,
he
you
will,
don't.
like, very, like,
No, you're good. It's fine.
gently reach for your hand to kind of lift up your hand, if you let him.
Oh,
To kind of, like,
absolutely.
show the fingers.
Yeah.
He goes, quite beautiful. But it is odd. I have never seen this amethyst color appear on anyone I know.
A blessing
Curious.
for a former life of mine.
A former life.
I had mentioned to Yasha that I am, as I mentioned to you as well, from the mountains. I am part of a race called the Kalishtar. The person who I formerly was and melded with had chosen the name Amethyst.
Sorry, just a quick check on something.
Yeah, sure. It's fine.
He goes,
We're cool.
And me without any popcorn.
that is not a name that I've heard for a very long time in my research.
The Kalishtar.
Yes.
Not very many know of us. I've also had visions of the Kalishtar. I believe also working with Ogremok as well, if I do recall properly. The melding into this body has made my memories grow very distant.
That is actually quite interesting. I would like you to make a deception check.
Easy time. Easy time.
Puke.
Easy time.
Oh wait, should I just keep rolling? I'm gonna keep
Hey,
rolling.
you're more than welcome to.
Your blessed dice. They'll be fine.
18.
18 in
There you
total.
go.
Shut
Yeah.
up. Shut up. It's okay. It's good.
Oh, dude.
Good roll. It's a good roll. It's a good
We got
roll.
this.
It's a
We
good
got
roll.
this. We got this.
18?
Yeah,
Yeah. Did you roll 18 or total 18? Sorry.
total 18.
Total 18. Okay. He kind of looks to you and goes, huh. I mean, that is not quite what I know of Felishtar, but what I know is that they weren't people. That is fine. Perhaps they had connections with the Archmentals. It makes sense, based on their floating cities.
Like I said, the memories grew very distant with time being away from the other plane.
Right.
I just know what I am, and my connection to Ogremok grows stronger every day. Despite any past history, I am here now, and willing to be whatever priestess he needs me to be.
And you'll see him kind of like, he's just like staring into your soul, like just staring. He goes, I do not doubt your connection has been anything but strong as of late. Well, if you would like, you're more than welcome to stay. And he turns to Yasha, and Yasha just goes, she would say, well, I don't think that's a good idea. I do not trust her. And Raja goes, well,
Hold your enemies closer, girl. Hold your enemies closer.
quite literally what he was going to say. He goes, well,
Believe
we must
your
keep our
boss
enemies
just
closer.
said.
Correct? And the longer Hatara here is here, hopefully, the more the connection will be stronger. You have seen the visions. You have started your journey. Why don't you stay a while? And perhaps, in time, you can see the Black Geode for yourself.
That would be the most amazing of honors, and I hope that I can prove myself worthy enough to do it.
Of course. And you said your name is Hitara, right?
Correct.
And he just kind of turns to Yasha and goes, perhaps if you have spare rooms, or beds, she can be under your watch. You're skeptical? And he kind of looks at her and goes, perhaps you'll get along. And he just goes, you're more than welcome. to walk around. And he'll point to the lantern. It says, Yasha mentioned you had friends that went into that contraption?
No.
Make a deception check.
I rolled on here. I didn't mean to. 14. Fuck.
Oh.
Okay.
We said
Just-
live dice.
I know.
Just so you said.
Panic roll.
He just kind of looks at you with like no real change in his like friendly demeanor. Kind of friendly demeanor.
What had happened, I believe, if I may
What
say
had happened
so.
was
I had come out of the wall. No, I said I was on a cloud. I was on a cloud. Another gift from a patron. And the smoke dispersed. This is just a lantern that I keep my pretty crystals that I find in it. Sometimes just regular rocks. But you should know anyway that there are many beautiful rocks, even in the most ordinary.
Oh, of course. And he like almost points to himself. And he goes, well, I can see a great deal of magic coming off of it. So I'm aware of its properties. I would love to study it with you at some point, if you'd like to.
Absolutely.
And he'll turn to Yasha, and he'll just say, if perhaps people come out of it, keep an eye, but allow them in. Can't hurt to have more. Our numbers dwindled with Crowpoint.
Well, I had heard. I'm so sorry for the loss.
Yes.
victory.
Unfortunately, it seems the Tyrant King has teamed up with more tyrants. The Order of the Eternal Flame, while was once a strenuous ally, no longer. So we were outmatched, but I assure you, Marlos will be done soon. It will give us quite an upper hand.
Well, please let me know if there's anything that I can do to assist.
Well, of course. I believe some sort of food will be served soon. So perhaps after we get our nutrients, you can come to my laboratory. We can find more about this lantern.
DM,
Absolutely.
are they serving rock lobster?
You'll have to come out and find out. And you'll just see like Yasha just kind of go, I still don't think this is a good idea, but whatever you say, Hand of Prophet. And he just kind of nods to her and goes, well, have a nice day. And he'll like look to like the cave that you guys are in and goes, or whatever time it is anymore. And he steps away and starts to kind of walk. And you'll hear the heavy footsteps you thought were like the stone armor are just his feet. And he's just walking like
no.
barefoot.
That's not good.
And he is.
How do you
he has a
politely tell somebody you
heavy-
like them, like they're flush? I like what you've done with your body.
You.
Rock hard abs.
You're so rock hard.
Oh my god.
Making me. Anyways.
Shut up.
Right. And Yasha will turn to you and goes, we may have a spare bed. If you wish to stay in my room. Your friends, if they show how to come out, because I still don't believe a word that is coming out of your mouth. But I am duty bound. If they come out, we'll find somewhere. Maybe they can go sleep with the bullets.
Oh,
I do admire your skepticism. But just remember that you are but a servant to the Great Ogremock. Just
but
as
not
I.
to you.
No.
And she like walks away and just kind of waves to follow. She does not like you and she does not trust you.
No. I don't like her either. I don't.
Well,
She's an elf too, isn't she?
she's
That's
an
not
elf,
you.
yeah. She is a wood elf.
Okay, so hear me out. I psychic lance her.
Do it. Do it. This has gone so much better than I was expecting. I was fully ready for a fight.
Oh my god.
But
We were dead here if we fought. I don't know. We were
yeah.
dead.
We'll,
We were dead here.
we'll see. We'll see. You guys are very strong. I believe
Like-
in you.
You remember that scene in The Incredibles when after they crashed, after the plane gets exploded, and Dash is just like, "We're dead."
Yes, we're
Yeah,
That's
dead.
exactly what. That's exactly what
We're
Amdrus is
alive,
doing.
but we're dead.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Amdrus is just hugging a pillow, being like, "We're dead. We're dead. We're alive, but we're dead."
Beautiful.
Y'all.
Yes.
OMG, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
What-
Everything's so fine.
What is happening?
What happened?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Just check the chat. It's fine.
Not my chat though.
No.
Exactly.
Sorry, what chat? No, we don't have a chat.
We don't have a chat.
Shut up. You guys have been talking about your memes you're sending for like a year now. Like, don't try to gaslight me now.
That's just memes. That's just memes.
It's a meme
We're,
chat.
we're
It's a meme
girl
channel.
bossing.
Uh-huh.
Girl
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting.
Gatekeeping.
Gatekeeping.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's 100% everything you're doing currently. Yeah, that is very accurate.
Yep.
But if you
Anyway.
follow Amethyst,
Yes.
she will bring you back
It's
into.
Aurora.
Well, okay, but this is the DM talking. Thank you. She will bring you back the same way. You will hear her speak Elvish to the other group, to the other members in it that are still like playing like some kind of like card game, like some kind of poker or gambling kind of game.
Listening.
What?
I said I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh. Yeah, she'll say something and yeah, I mean, team, if you want to make another perception check, you can. Amethyst, you'll hear.
Can I help him?
No. You'll hear the voice translate
13.
it. Hatara is translating. It's
How
okay.
can I
Keep
not
you.
help? Oh, okay.
It's okay,
I was
it's
gonna say, how can I
Yeah.
not help him? I
Yeah.
can hear and just be like, they're saying Elvish. Hold on, I'll like enunciate what I think I'm hearing. I want to
Make-
help Atayim.
Make a performance check.
Performance check.
Team. Not team. Amdrus.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
All the A names.
That's
Get
a-
used to it again.
That's a plus 7. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
15. Not great.
I'm gonna say
Well, then
it doesn't
Above
help
average.
anymore. I'll give you a +1 to your roll. How's that?
14. Yeah. Let's go.
But yes, you would be able to hear it. That's why I didn't care what you rolled. You'd be able to hear it. It's fine. She's basically just saying that the hand of the prophet. Actually, she wouldn't even said that. She would have called him the mud sorcerer. Has decided she's going to stay. If she acts up, kill her. I don't care what he says.
What?
And they just go, okay. And they just kind of like chuckle and look at you and like kind of again doing that second like look at, not checking you out, but like, what's the word? Sizing you up.
Yeah.
And you will be brought back to her room where there is an empty bed in the corner. And she goes, "You're more than welcome to sleep there." And you'll see on one of the beds, the guard, one of the other guards is currently like cross-legged, kind of like almost like in like a meditation looking thing, and his eyes are closed and he is clearly like trancing, like an elven long rest, on the bed, not really using the bed per se, just kind of in like casual robes, kind of again that fitting that kind of green and brown kind of earthy tones. And yeah, Yash will just go, "Food will be ready soon. I have more notes to make. Even more now." Or paperwork, I guess she would say, not notes. Paperwork. And she will, like, just turn around and, like, sit back at her desk. You'll see her start to...
I'll wait until I like see that she started writing.
Mhm.
Just because I want to be a pain in the butt.
Mhm. She just,
Be
like,
like-
immediately starts writing.
Was that the only temple to pay offerings to, or is there another more open, larger temple?
And you'll see it like she'll finish what she's writing, and she just goes, "Rourke, show her around," and just keeps on writing. And Rourke goes, "Okay, sure, yeah, come." And you will again walk through. And I will
Great.
keep in mind, charm person only lasts for an hour, and when it's gone, they know they've been charmed.
Uh-huh. How long has it been?
I'm gonna say about half an hour at the most, because you guys kind of waited and had a lot of chat.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have a half an hour. You don't know how big this place is.
Yeah.
Um,
If I charm person him again, right now. 'Cause-
he would obviously get another save. Don't forget he does have advantage because he's an
Yeah.
elf. It worked last
Yeah.
time, obviously, but
Just let
Do
it
they
ride.
know that it was me that charmed them?
yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're aware that they have been charmed by you, I believe is how it states it. I will double check, but
Yeah.
I think so.
or at least I think that's what it implies. Charm person. When the spell
Yeah,
ends, the
it is.
creature knows it was charmed by you. Yeah.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yes. So, it is up to you if you want to somehow get out of this. You know that
No.
everybody in the lantern has still like 7.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So they're cozy.
Okay.
Just put him in the lantern. We'll fuck him up.
I thought about it.
If you had another
wish-
use, yes.
No.
I know, yeah.
If I had another use, I thought about it. I was like,
That was
let's
so
just
good.
throw Yasha into the lantern. Let's
Oh,
throw
that'd be
this guy
so
into
fucking
the
funny.
lantern.
Just don't have to worry about them for 8 hours. It's a problem
Just
for
start
later.
Just start collecting people.
we all go into the lantern and then just jump them, and then it's
Yeah.
it's a 2-on-5.
Yeah.
Shit, that would be a funny.
It's like that scene
funny
from
trap.
JoJo's where they just all like start stomping on that guy.
Yes. I know that. All right.
Takes a sip. Stop.
Well, on that note, anything you want to do?
Yeah, as soon as we're out, I'll just like reiterate to him like I would just very much like to see like if there's a larger temple perhaps, or you know, another place to pay my respects or offerings.
Rourke will just say, not really. Unless you go into not Malalamore, that's the wrong one. Shit. What's the city's name? Fuck. It's been too long, I haven't looked at my notes. The city above. I'll get the name in a moment, but the city above. He'll just say, actually, quite a bit of places. There was a lot of seismic activity before we really made these tunnels, and we noticed a lot of the city collapsed into the ground, and with a lot of the druids of us, they were able to create this place by molding out the earth.
It's amazing.
It is.
Makes you wanna hop
As someone who has very little magic, and solely just because of the black geode, it is astonishing what they all can do.
Are we free to go outside to the upper temples? I'm afraid I didn't get much time to very much look around.
Mile Asari, that's what it was.
Are
Sorry.
you free to walk about the cabin?
Yeah, I just want to know if I'm allowed to leave, and like he can come with me. I have no ulterior motives. It's fine.
Is there an in-flight movie?
I mean, we usually don't. I mean, some people live up there because we don't have enough room down here.
That's fair.
And they also kind of sometimes keep watch. But I know a lot of issues have been happening, so we're trying not to. That's why we're kind of crowded. I actually think the bed that you have is somebody's, but we'll figure that out later. We only sleep for 4 hours. We can do shifts.
Did you want to escort me out, and we can just get? I just feel like that it's been very tense. A little fresh air might be nice.
Make a persuasion check with advantage because he's still charmed.
Real dice.
Ah! 11. I'm an idiot. Thank you. You said that as I hit it.
Okay. And he just goes, I actually don't think they would like you to. It sounded like the Hand of the Prophet wanted you here to be close. And
It sounded like Yasha wanted me close.
I don't
the
think
Hand
Yasha
of the
wants
Prophet.
anyone close.
That's fair.
But come, I'll show you the mess hall. Food should be ready soon. And unless there's anything specific, I can kind of quickly uncover some of the map. Oops.
I think she said mud sorcerer. I'm not sure. There's a weird. It's a
Yes.
weird way of saying that word. I'm not familiar with as much with the slang. I was on the tier for.
Right.
So it's a regional dialect.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was trying a different accent with him and I totally lost it so fast that I'm like, I don't even remember what I was trying to do, like a loose Cockney accent. Like, it didn't work the first time I tried speaking with him, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with whatever comes out of my mouth. It's fine.
Hey, Governor, this man's on the up and up, I say.
Really should start to do
Blimey.
different. It's too saying it. Yeah, so I forgot what I was
Right.
like.
It's Monday.
I'm a right
Monday,
earth sorcerer, I
isn't it?
is.
As I will say, you guys kind of walk down to the end of the hallway, like kind of much further down. He will tell you that north and kind of going up.
Coco, I love you.
Oh God. To uncover some of this, he will say they uncovered a natural hot spring, like spring water that leaked, and they kind of made like basically a bathhouse, because elves are bougie and they need that. So basically, and you kind of like, he'll kind of walk in and show you it, and you'll see that there are like currently a number of different people kind of relaxing in it, so you're aware.
Okay.
Going down south, you'll see it kind of open up, and oops, I kind of fucked that up, my bad. The hallway will keep on going down, but he'll show this like big, like massive double door, and it will, you can smell, or you can hear a lot of like clanging and everything, and as he kind of opens up, you'll see, this is the mess hall. There's like these massive tables, and there isn't quite food there quite yet, but clearly people will be filtering in here, and they're getting it ready. And you'll see a couple of those guards, as well as another one of those that you would know are the robes of like one of the casters, like the priests of Ogremark. And you'll see, or I think specifically, I think this one is a priestess, because they also have a name, if I can find it. Sorry. Sorry, hold on. My bad.
We are deep inside this whole.
Yes, you are.
I'm so sorry.
I love it. This is great. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
we're
so
doing.
here for this.
You think I'm mad? This is just Amethyst story hour, and I'm not.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
This feels like
I have all the
I
time
was
for
gonna say
this.
this feels like me infiltrating the goblin camp, and I'm not ready to spring the trap yet.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to figure out what's the best place to start it, so I don't immediately anger everyone.
Yes.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm keeping my options open. I was trying to get him to go outside.
I
with me, and then
know.
Yeah.
You guys
Good.
could just have at him.
I will tell
Legit.
you on
Fucking
his
jump him.
when I rolled against your persuasion, I rolled a natural 20. So
Oh,
yeah,
that
so
wasn't
it was
gonna
not. It was not gonna happen. But unless you roll a natural 20, then we'd figure that out. But you would see, and I actually, you'll see two of these. You'll see one of the guards, like full, like in armor, but like helmet off, elven. You'll see another one that isn't really in armor. They're in a lot more like the leathers, more like kind of casual. They are half elven. And then the caster that are in this kind of thing, you'll notice, because I'm reading it now, they're actually a gnome. and you'll see that they have like very dark skin. They are very clear. Well, would Amethyst know? Probably. Well, make a history check.
A deep
Okay.
gnome.
Yeah.
History. I keep using these dice. 18.
18. Yeah. You very clearly they are a deep gnome. So there are gnomes that live like underground in the dark, underdark. And yeah, it's very rare to see them, like, in general, in a lifetime. They like to stay down there with their stones and rocks and whatnot.
I respect it.
Yeah. And you'll see that it is female, and they do have like a monocle, and they're just ordering the other two around. Like, no, this goes 2 millimeters to the left, well, and just like commanding these things like in the worst toxic workplace ever, like, kind of way.
That's girl bossing.
Get it.
And they'll kind of turn to you, and she goes, "Who the fuck is this?" And Rogue just goes, "We got a new an initiate priestess."
I'm a new priestess of Ogremok.
Uh-huh.
I'll wave my little amethyst. I don't know. People seem bedazzled by my fingies here, so she's like living it up.
Yeah. She just goes, "That's weird. Why are they?" Whatever. All right.
A blessing, if depending on who you ask.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but yeah. And your name?
Hatara.
Got it. Anyways, leave us be. Rora goes, "Okay, let's go." And then last thing you'll hear just goes, "Why don't you go to the armory, get them like proper robes?" He goes, "Oh, that's a good idea. We're
great
going this way."
idea.
Oh god, I didn't mean to do that, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I am struggling with this. Yeah, you will head kind of continuing south. It kind of will bend around, and you'll see a door. And this will keep on kind of going around, and I'll just kind of uncover it because you'll be shown. And you guys will kind of go through that first door as you're running around, but that's okay.
Oh.
No, you're fine. But yeah, you'll go the door up here, and he goes, "Yeah, the armory's here." You can hear voices in it and like clanging, like shuffling and moving of like weapons and stuff.
Is there a place that I can change?
That's a good question. I mean, most of us just kind of don't care, but I guess we could find a private room. Yeah. We could do that.
Sorry, I have to actually think about Amethyst for a second. And her upbringing.
I feel like
and how
because
it was just kind of like a cesspool, right? So like,
I mean, I feel like you were probably changed. I feel like you didn't.
Yeah.
So it's up to you if you're comfortable with that or not.
She's probably like weirdly used to it, like, you know, when you play too many sports and you're just used to being naked around other people.
Yeah. Why is this not revealed?
Or dance.
So
and everybody in the
just
stage room is changing.
Yeah. Oh, up there. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant down here.
No, I was trying to.
Okay.
I was just being dumb.
That's fine.
Yeah, and you'll see there's kind of a through like door on both sides, which is the door you had seen earlier. Obviously, you can see the full map.
Yeah. I'll just like I'll just be like, no matter, just if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm going a whole priesty, like bitchy priest.
Beautiful. Yeah, you will kind of head in here, and you'll see that in this kind of like awkwardly shaped room, there is like one. I just realized it's not on the map. There's like a single pillar that like supports the middle of this this chamber. That's kind of this like almost like barrel vaulted ceiling. And it's very kind of cramped and kind of low in here. You can see there's a few like sconces on kind of these like stone pillars that are like brought up. That's obviously not supporting, but just for like some sort of decoration. You'll see there's a bunch of like scraps of like leathers and like stone breastplates and shields of like different woods and different like leathers and mix of all the kind of different elements. And you'll see that there's a bunch of like kind of cluttered, but like weapons of like spears and maces and staffs, all the kind of things that you would see a lot of the brigade using. And you'll see a few of them are like trying to like clean up and like make it not so like it almost seems like it was rushed in here, like thrown in here recently, if that makes sense. And they're kind of organizing, and you can see one of them is in that kind of plated looking armor that you've seen the burrow sharks. I'm gonna tell you right now, the name is really dumb, and I should have changed it, but I didn't. As you guys kind of walk in, Aurora would just kind of go, kind of wave, and like in a kind of like a respectful, meeting of a superior or whatever, would call him Nartham, which just sounds real dumb, and that's Wizard of the Coast for you. And like would address him as a burrow shark. And he is like kind of cleaning like probably his spear while the rest are kind of doing more. You're kind of getting a theme of all the higher ups are very power hungry, and this guy is no different. Again, you can see that he is I think this one is half elven. Yes, he is half elven, but he's just got like a permanent scowl on his face, and like every time something like one of them gets close, he just kind of like jumps at them to make them flinch, like very bully attitude. And he like doesn't really take note of you guys, I guess. And Rorik would just go, we're here with the new priestess. We were looking for I don't know if you're like an initiate. We'll figure that out later. But we need the robes. Do we have any currently? And you'll see one of them just go, like, just have like made it look nice and go, yes, you can take it. That's fine, whatever. And just kind of like slides the kind of like basically display over to you, and it will just be very similar to what you had seen. It would come with like a stone mask and that kind of like stone mantle with the black kind of pebbled cloak, and some like simple leathers and stuff like that. So if you want, you can take that, and
she'll get changed right there, I guess.
All right.
No care.
And Roic will kind of like a squire in the sense of like helping a knight will kind of show you how to put it on, because you obviously will be like, what the fuck? And it's heavy. What is your strength?
0.
So 10?
10.
Okay. So as you it'll take some use to, but it's not going to be hindering in any way. But it is very like not what you're used to. You're very used to like your light clothing and your like leather armor. And this armor is very like kind of like a breastplate, but seeing that you're kind of using a lot more lighter armor, or if you say that, they'll kind of fit it around more like leather's armor. So you'll basically look like a mix between these kind of like I don't know, like foot soldiers, I guess, and this kind of caster. But they make it work. And like there's like parts that maybe not fully fits because you're like a bit petite. And Rorik will just go, we could probably ask Yasha or a caster of some sort to kind of meld the stone to fit. So if it's uncomfortable, let us know. And we can fix
always
it.
I can always try my hand as well, but thank you.
Right. Sorry, keep on forgetting. I think you'll just see like Nartham just kind of like the whole time just scowling and like waiting for you guys to leave, and just like not talking. Lots of attitude, no talking.
Yeah. I'll look at them and I'll be like, thank you very much for your assistance. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah. That's all he says as you walk out.
Is everyone so upset here? Everything just feels very tense.
It is. We had a big loss in our last fight, and
right.
So a lot of people are tense. We lost a lot of good people, so.
I am sorry for your losses.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He'll show you like in the kind of corner of this hallway, I guess. So like this one here.
Yeah.
You'll see it kind of actually is like opens up into just this massive like chasm that like stretches across and goes into darkness. And it looks like the wall was like collapsed in. And again, it seems like this ripped open and kind of basically like connected this room with like what you can kind of tell maybe two other rooms, and like a rips through like a big room all the way on the other end. Like you can, having your dark vision, you can't fully see, but you can see enough of like candlelight that you can see it was like a massive room that just gets split into two. And Mark will just go, to make this simple, we had a really bad earthquake and it messed us all up. We had to move the mess hall from way over there to here, and armory, and it was a whole thing. But this is kind of where we've been keeping the bullets, kind of at stables, I guess, of course. And if you look down, you'll see these like large, again, those like large armored kind of things kind of digging in and out of the ground and moving around. And you can see there is like a handful of them, as far as you can tell.
So we're stealing them, right?
As far as you can tell, you see maybe like 3 at the moment. There could be more further on, but you can kind of see that there's like maybe molded earth, or maybe just kind of naturally kept that way. But there is almost this like side path that will like cut across this chasm, like in a bridge kind of way, and it kind of seems to just kind of fall the whole way around. So it's kind of like a shortcut through a lot of things. But because he's showing you, he doesn't go that way.
Yeah.
And I will uncover it because it's real big in a moment. But
I'll just look at him and be like, as devastating as earthquakes and such might be to our needs, it is a good sign, I believe. It means something's coming.
That is what everyone is kind of saying. The
good
power that Marlowe's, the rituals he's been doing for quite some time, has been strengthening a lot of their numbers, and we think this is kind of a side effect.
What kind of rituals? I'm very curious if you do know.
I don't. I just know that him and a number of higher ups tend to go down to the Black Geode and gain power. I'm not really sure, unfortunately.
Fair.
And yeah, he'll just kind of keep on showing you around. He won't go into every room because I don't want to take fucking forever, because this is already taking a while. But as you're kind of passing around, he'll say, as you pass this door here, he'll say, that is the forge. We were actually able to contract a Dao from the plane of Earth to help us craft better armor, and you can see
Dao?
that. Yeah. She doesn't talk much.
May I?
She doesn't really like to be bothered. I will say, you and everybody in the lantern will just hear, "What?" Like, very point and angry. kind of echo through the chamber. Yeah, it just goes. Yeah, she doesn't really like. She's always busy. Doesn't like to be bothered. Told not to.
What is her name?
I think it's Zarva. I think. Again, I've never talked to her. I have no idea.
Is she serving?
Serving blades?
What is she?
A
A
Dow. Like
So-
my patron.
Yeah, like an earth genie.
Genie.
As you're kind of walking over, you'll see him kind of point and not actually walk down to that door. That's kind of this like. It doesn't look nearly as nice. It's like a wooden door instead of like the nicer stone doors. That's kind of been like jammed in, and he just goes. That is, we have ogres as a sense of like, you know, big defense.
course.
They smell awful, just letting you know. I would recommend not going around there.
Oh, thank you.
And he'll keep on walking and he'll point down here. And like sorry.
Sorry. Does Zaina have any response to hearing her name?
What?
Because I asked the for the Dow's name,
Yeah,
the other Dow.
Zarva.
Yeah. Does Zaina have any other response to that?
Currently no.
Okay.
You will hear as you kind of like continue walking and as you pass down this place down here, you will hear two like booming voice like arguing. You probably would have heard it as you guys were walking. What language did you speak? Which I'm pretty sure you do
I-
not speak this language.
Probably not. I speak Common, Primordial, and Quarry.
Cool. You do not speak this language. But you'll just hear this kind of like grumbled speaking and arguing of two like deep voices. Rorik will just say, we have a prison cells there. It is watched over the leader of the ogres. He has like two heads. I think they're called an Etin. They argue all the time. It's why they're way over here and not near us. Because they're loud.
We
Oh.
lost Zephyr.
Oh, we lost Zephyr? Oh no!
They tried to download the new Baldur's Gate and it restarted their PC.
Oh, no.
Something. Just heads up.
That is all good. Kind of walking further down, you'll see it kind of, this is where one of the openings of that big cavern leads, and he'll bring you all the way down where you'll start to smell the food. And
here?
you'll be brought into kitchens. And you'll see furnaces and like ovens going, and you'll see a number of them cooking for food. I don't want to say supper or anything because it's impossible to tell the time right now. You'll see the head chef, I guess, seems to be very similar robes as Yasha, Jesus. So you can kind of tell they're one of the higher casters as well. And they're busy working, and you guys kind of quickly jump through. And you'll see a big double door. It will kind of open up into another hallway. And as Aurora is leading you this way, he goes, this is where we used to have our mess hall. It is now kind of a pseudo training area. As you kind of walk in, you'll see a massive... here, I'll actually get the description. I'm just kind of... Hold on. Wrong place. Looking at the wrong entire place. You'll see this like massive kind of wide room has now been split by a giant like chasm thing going on here.
There it is.
Uh,
I'm being corrected. The computer just restarted because not
Well, you
because
know.
it came.
And you'll see these like massive pillars that are supporting the room, and you'll see a lot of like stone, basically like stone dummies, if that makes sense, instead of like straw, like they're built. It's like stone and like practicing things here, and you'll see a lot of equipment, and you'll even see I didn't put it on the map, but like there are currently guards there, like training, whether sparring with each other or with these kind of stone dummies, these rock dummies. Yeah, he'll kind of lead you, and at this point, the only way across is like hopping through these like kind of big like broken pieces of earth that kind of are still there, like part of the room in the middle. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, "You mentioned something with a cloud. Are you able to fly, or are you athletic?"
Oh, I can fly. That's fine.
Okay.
And I will just like summon, probably in the most dramatic of sense, to kind of like keep going with my story that no, it was just my cloud.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and you can kind of drift across, unless you want to attempt jumping.
No, I do not.
She didn't think so, which she does, and they're very used to it, so they do it kind of without problem. And it will lead. Sorry, this is a lot, and I'm so sorry, everybody. We'll hit our break right away. No, it's again not what I was expecting, but
I love it.
How many people are in the training room, roughly?
I would probably say like 5 at most.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll see another kind of long hallway that branches off here, and then opens up into a bigger room, bringing us all the way around.
Okay, perfect.
And I will say, as you're kind of walking around and he's showing you this, time is ticking. You're probably going to have another like 10 minutes left of time.
Yeah. God.
Oh my god, what's this thing in the corner? Come look at it.
Yeah.
I would, if I can ask you to roll me a d6, please.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
4.
4. Okay. As you're kind of walking up, you'll see 2 of said ogres are currently like patrolling essentially around this area. You'll see it's like a large kind of entrance hall with multiple pillars, and again you'll see this familiar doors that you guys didn't go through, so you know that this is the entrance. And if you had walked through, probably would have fought some ogres. As you guys were passing through the hallway through this little divot here, he will say that is the hand's like office, laboratory, whatever. Spends all his time in there unless really summoned. Sometimes we'll walk around, especially for like food. He might do a patrol or whatever, but most of the time he spends his time in there tinkering with whatever, experimenting with whatever he's doing, unknown to Rorik. You will also be shown that in this door here is a kind of guard room, and you will see a bunch of hobgoblins that are put up here.
This is so fun. We're having so much fun.
Another kind of barracks. A lot of them don't really, they're kind of grumbly talking in goblin, which you would not understand, and neither does Rorik, and he just kind of goes just showing around people, and they just kind of go back to whatever they're doing. Clearly they've hired out. And the final place is all the rest of the barracks, which has a number of people currently like resting, whatever, which is kind of this larger room that they've kind of divvied up into like 3 awkward rooms, with more people, more barracks.
Oh, great. We're having so much fun. This is so fun. We're having so much fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
And I would say you are coming to the last couple minutes, as he just kind of goes, well, I mean, that's basically it. So,
Fuck.
Yeah. And fuck.
Yeah, I'll maybe like try and like lead him up this way and just be like, "Oh, this is the entrance." Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. 'Cause- yeah, and like with the door kind of unhinged, he goes, "Yeah, Mirage is really on everyone's ass to fix that. We haven't. Probably should.
mm,
Yeah,
I'm
this would be the way out."
going to prepare another charm.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna be preparing charm.
Okay. All right.
Oh no. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Everybody,
Casting
energy.
it?
Believe in the dice.
As the time ticks in your head and
Let's
you
go.
know the spell is swing, you
Let's
quickly
do
cast
this.
it again.
Yep.
Okay. He's got advantage. It's a charisma check, right?
Yes.
Or wisdom?
16. Oh, wisdom 16.
Wisdom. Okay.
Okay.
16.
Not high number, but with advantage.
Please,
You rolled
please,
two
two
ones.
Two
You
ones.
rolled 2 ones.
Sorry. Hold on.
You didn't just roll a natural 20. I just want to get that out there. You rolled a 1 and a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, very low. Very low.
So with
on the
advantage?
scale.
Sub 10.
I'm gonna
It's
throw
four.
out.
10.
It was 13. It was 4 and then 13, and then it hit a dice and rolled back onto a 1. It was like,
Let's go!
which I will say he has a +0, so a 13 still would have failed.
I just peed
Still
on
though. Oh my god.
And on that note, that is where we'll hit a break.
oh
my God. Very
I'm
strenuous.
having like
Here, let me uncover the map so you guys don't need to go exploring yourself.
Yes.
Great.
love that.
Let's go,
Oh
lesbians.
my gosh.
Let's go, lesbians.
Where
Let's
the
go.
Fuck.
Yes.
And on that note, we will be back. Go grab something to eat, grab something to drink. Things are looking up compared to last session, so I think we'll be fine. Okay, we'll be back in like 10 minutes. Bye.
Yeah.
Fumes are running so high, I don't wanna be alive. There's never a right time disguising the outside. What's going on inside, losing track of my own mind.
It's 5th level, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty good.
Because I'm warlock, all of my spells are like
5th level anyway.
5th level.
So, yeah.
Ooh, I
and that's
forgot
not
the music.
bad.
My bad.
Yeah, it's really
That's
good.
not bad. That's pretty good.
Well, she only gets
Yeah, but I only have
two.
3.
Oh, 3. Oh, I forgot you have 3 now. I forgot.
I have 3 now. It's so
Yeah.
nice.
Hey, at least you got them back.
Little, you only ever get 4, so you're gonna have 3 until like level 17 or something.
I know, it's ridiculous.
It's fine. It's fine.
Anywho,
It's only 6
Welcome
levels
back,
away.
everybody.
We can get there at the end of this, right?
yeah.
Easy time.
We got it. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, you're only 6 levels away from 17. That's wild. Anyways, I kind of forget that you guys are so high level because you guys act like you're still level 5 and gonna die all the time. Like, you have so much.
Oh
you guys
man,
can do.
we've died a bunch of
What?
times already. What do you mean
What
we
do you
died?
mean?
We're gonna die all the time.
Not
We-
since you're
died
level
so
11. It's fine. It's a new level,
Yeah, how many sessions have we had at level 11?
quite a few, right?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, so
How many
it's
sessions-
we level up soon?
We've had
How
so
many
many.
fights have we had as level 11s?
You know what you
Yeah.
need to do. Anyways,
You know what you
We're
mean.
working there.
you're
We're
correct. You are
work-
close to a
I'm-
level, but
Aurora,
see.
I swear to God, you're lucky you don't live in the States. I beat that ass. I just.
well, let me fly it on down there. Anyways, welcome back,
About to be-
everybody.
It's about to be winter. Just saying, it's nice over here.
Win-win.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I wonder if winter is like kind of nice there. That's a good point.
Winter
Anyways.
is amazing here.
Oh,
It's
God,
My
winter's
friend in
awful.
Florida was telling me that like their high or their lows in their winter is like 16 degrees.
That'd be so nice.
Yeah, that's what I was
Fuck.
saying. Like
Whenever-
maybe a 12-degree day here
God,
and
it's
there.
so warm. That's like shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
get as cold as like 64.
Mhm.
That's American units.
I'm
I don't
well aware.
speak freedom units.
Yeah. I don't speak the inferior one.
I
Anyway.
don't speak in man sweat.
Anyways, welcome back. If you missed the first half, it went incredibly well.
Surprisingly well.
It's surprising compared to last time.
Yeah.
Amethyst kind of called out to their patron, rolled a natural 20, getting a total of 32, which was insane. And nothing bad came out of it. In fact, you got basically a boon from your patron for a little short rest, got your spells back. Between my low rolls being lower than your low rolls, you were able to convince everybody to show you around and that you were meant to be there, even
doing
though
great.
some people 100% don't believe it at all.
That's fair.
We call them haters.
Yeah. You met the Hand of the Prophet, the second in command of the Black Earth Brigade, a kind of shorter, stout kind of man with like stone skin, like permanent stone skin. I feel like I don't need to hide it, or Genasi, if you didn't get that. And they seemed to like you and was intrigued on your lantern. They could tell it was brimming with magic from the plane of Earth, and wants to study it. He seems studious and not such a bitch like everybody else that are higher up. Yeah, you also learned that he is also known as the Mud Sorcerer, whatever the fuck that means.
This man
yeah.
gave himself his own nickname. Shameful.
I feel like other people did this.
And
I
you
feel
guys
like he
got,
walked in and was like, "Yeah, I'm a sorcerer." Looks around. Mud sorcerer. That's me.
that's me. Yeah, and you guys got shown around, excluding a couple rooms you guys didn't go into, but you were told what they were. Amethyst kind of at the end showing, oh, this is the way out. Unable to actually go. At the last little bit of Charm Person, cast Charm Person again, and I rolled like utter shit again, even with advantage. And Rorik is charmed for another hour. See how long you can keep
You
this
just
up
gotta
for.
keep this up for
Ever.
7. Yeah, it's
Until
fine.
we find the exit.
I mean, you found the exit, but you were told
Not
you
that
can't
one.
leave. Okay. Fair enough.
Exity. The more we're looking for a more exity exit.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna use
Sure.
for whatever the situation.
So we're jumping back in at that moment after the charm person lands, and you're so relieved, I'm sure. What's the plan? As you kind of see him kind of blink and go, "Oh, that felt weird." Well, that's the end of the tour. So, food might be ready soon. If we want to rest or head there now, we can.
Hey, I am intrigued to see the prisons. I'm just wondering
Oh.
what kind of prisoners you guys keep here.
I haven't checked in a bit ago. I mean, we can, I guess. You'll just have to deal with. I forgot to look it up in it. You'll just have to deal with Brug and Norb, which is
Fun.
not fun.
Or was
but
I?
we can.
Rugen Norb?
Brug, Norb, yes.
I love them.
Oh,
Bruggen.
Brug
Um,
and Norb.
Norbin's
That's
Bruggen.
2 guards. That's 2 people.
No, that's the
it's-
two-headed one.
Yeah. It's technically a dash. It is Brug, Norb, but it is each of the heads.
Okay.
Have their own name.
Right.
You like vaguely heard yelling at each other in a language you didn't understand. Which, by the way, everybody else in the lantern, I'm just gonna say, does anyone speak giant? No. Okay. No one would have understood.
Kane would've.
Kane.
I know, yeah,
this is true.
Kane.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't think anyone can because I think Kane was the only one.
And Mac's not even here for me to be like, babe.
Oh yeah.
Get your cane ass in here.
All right.
Yeah.
If you want to head there, sure. You guys can head all the way down. I should probably. Oh, hold on.
It's all the way down here, yeah?
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yes, correct. You would, as you're walking up, you would start to hear like echoing again of the shouting. This time, actually being able to speak it, as they had switched to common.
How kind of them.
Yeah. In their shouting, and you will hear something. You'll only catch the end of it, basically. That like kind of like switch to comment on and off. But you'll hear, "Norb is stupid. Enough." Yeah. And you would kind of, as the door gets opened, you will see this like massive hulking like wall of a being with 2 heads sitting on the shoulder, both with just like scraggly long hair, like matted, unkempt. They one head seems to have like just taken like some kind of like blue face paint or blue tinged like berries or whatever and rubbed it across their face. The other one has red going kind of down. Hold on. Apologies. I went the wrong way. And yeah, you would see a kind of larger room. You can see there seems to be like kind of like a wall that's kind of built into one section that is hanging a bunch of like torturing tools. And you'll see in each of these kind of like, it's kind of this oddly shaped, I'll show you in a moment, room, and you'll see kind of in the corners are these large kind of stone and metal cages, like the bars being metals, but they're like built into the wall. And they're fairly cramped. Like they're not too bad, but they aren't very spacious. They're not like a jail cell by any means. As I will reveal. Boop. Oh, did that not work? Oh, there we go. That took forever. Oh my god. Yes, and you'll see that the two heads are like half looking at each other, like arguing, going back into giant with these kind of large tusks, and they're like spitting at each other, and they kind of both look towards you, and yeah, you'll see scattered around the room. It is messy, it doesn't smell very good, but there are like bones, whether human or animal, you don't know, and you'll see one of the heads is like picking a tooth with a bone. Yeah, and Rourke just goes, this is Brugnorb. And they like look to you, and the red one says, I'm Brug, stupid as Norb, and he like points to the other head. And then Norb goes, no, Brug stupid, I'm smart. And Rourke just goes, this is why I didn't want to come here. How's our prisoners? And you'll see Brugnorb just kind of like look around and go, and like picking their teeth. And you'll see 4 bodies. Sorry, I'll keep on describing.
Bodies?
Well, people
Bodies.
in
Okay.
cages, like bodies. Yeah, people. You will see one of them looks to be human, half elven, and like black eye, beaten, and is just like slumped in a corner. That would be this one here.
Okay.
We'll zoom in on stream a bit more. You will see that she does not look happy, and you'll see on the side of her like kind of neck and like collarbone area is like the symbol of Black Earth like burned into them, like branded. They look pissed, and they're just like looking, and Rourke just goes and like looks away.
Wait.
You will see on the opposite side, so this corner, you'll see a oh no, I lied. Sorry. I should read before I start talking. This corner, sorry. You will see what looks like a male human, in like tattered clothing, completely unconscious, like dirtied, bruised. Who knows if they're alive? In this corner now, you would see a female not half elf, a dwarf, kind of in like tattered like furs and leathers, and then the bottom here seems to be another male human, with what looks like probably would have been at one point nice kind of long noble like robes, completely ripped and dirtied, and they seem to be unconscious or sleeping, uncertain. That's what you see. And actually, what you would notice, what's your perception?
20.
12, right? Yeah, that is all same. That is what you see.
I'll
Anything?
look to. It's Warwick, Yarrick, or Warwick.
Rorik, yeah.
Rorik.
Mhm. So it's very mumbly. My bad.
No, it's fine. I'll look to him and be like, and am I able to maybe speak with him? I'm just curious.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I've learned my lesson here, folks.
I saw you like look at the computer like you were
Yeah.
gonna click something. Oh, hold on.
Look at that.
I'm learning.
That's not great.
Okay.
I knew it was gonna happen.
Well,
17.
17 on persuasion, right?
Yes.
Okay. He just kind of goes, I see why not, I guess. And he'll look up to Brugnorb and just go, hey, can we talk to them? Like, are they alive? And Brugnorb goes, and one will go, yeah, and the other one goes, no, and they just start arguing again and just go into, like, it's loud and it's kind of very boomy voice, and they just go into, like, giant again and just start yelling, and they're, like, pushing each other with, like, one hand each in the face, like they could split apart. And Rook just kind of, like, rubs his temples like he already has a headache.
All right, I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna go talk to this one first.
Sure. You kind
That's the pissed off half elf.
Yeah. And as you're walking up, you'll see, like, Rook just, like, ugh, and goes, like, go to stop you. And she'll just look up and she goes, fuck off. That's all
She
says.
seems a kind soul.
There you go.
I'm going to.
Yeah, you are.
And you'll see it's
Yeah,
kind of
no,
a
I'm gonna.
this it's like a bit darker skin with, like, kind of jet black long kind of matted hair.
Okay. I'm gonna do mind link.
Oh, okay, I forgot you had this. What exactly
you
is that?
do.
That's just being able to talk, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. You kind of open up your mind to her.
Yeah. I'll just through my mind. I'll just say, I know you wouldn't trust me.
And she, like, her eyes go wide, looking at you like, what the fuck?
But perhaps we could be a benefit to each other. What happened to you?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh. Okay, that's better. 22.
22. You'll hear her go. Wait, what was your what was your question? I'm so sorry.
I asked her what
happened?
happened to her, and yeah, and I said maybe we could be a benefit to each other.
Right, and you got a 22, right?
Yeah.
As you kind of look at her, you'll hear Aurora go, she's kind of prickly, and you'll hear in your head before she says it, like, Aurora, you fucking prick, and she goes, fuck off, just to him out loud, and in your head, you'll see, like, almost an image, less her talking, you'll feel, like, anger, and, like, you'll see, like, in the hallways, her turning around and just clocking Yasha in the face, like, in like the guard outfit, and she'll just say, everybody in this fucking army is out for themselves, and I'm sick of it. If they get all the power to walk around, why can't I? What makes them, her, special?
I'm just going to smile, and out loud I'll say, what's your name? To her via my mind, I'll be like, I've been wanting to do that since I got here.
You'll kind of, like, see her, like, kind of smirk, and she goes, Orna.
Orna?
Orna.
Hitara, it's a pleasure.
I
Probably.
guess. She'll say out loud, like, keeping up the dissonant. In her head, because you said you've been wanting to since you got here, right?
Mm-hmm.
She will just go, she had it coming. It was a long time coming.
She had it coming.
Thank you.
She had it
I
coming.
quickly switched to what I was saying, because I thought it too. And you'll hear, I wanted a bigger... we came back with a large sum from one of our victories. She refused to give us any. I think I did more work than she did. But
You
they
know where
didn't
the black...
like that.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm going to mind link and ask her if she knows where the Black Geode is.
No.
Oh.
All I know is the high-ups disappear. No one knows where they went. My assumption is there's a secret entrance.
Any idea where that might be?
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, baby. You gave me 2 nat 20s in our practice run. Come on.
Come on.
Nat 20.
Oh, Jesus.
Work.
Fuck.
There you go. You just gotta ask.
Take a picture of it right now if you want.
Do it. Just because I want to see it.
I believe you, but still, shut up.
Yeah.
So I rolled the little purple die. The other one, I just keep D20 in my thing.
Yeah.
It was just there. I rolled the purple one.
Do we
But
believe
there,
her?
there it is.
Beautiful. There'll be kind of a silence, and she just goes,
I love the eyeball, the purple one, really low key.
So that's a 28. But
28. Perfect. Thank you. Yes. And she will just go, I always see them wandering in the halls and then suddenly disappearing. So I don't think it's in one of the rooms, which is where I thought they would.
So through the walls.
Plenty of them can walk through Earth, so why not?
Lucky for me then. I'll do what I can to get you out.
You better. And I expect payment for that information.
Of course. Out loud, I'll just be like, I hope that your stay is as comfortable as it can be.
And she
May
like,
Ogremok, I'll just do some stupid priestess bullshit.
right. And she just kind of laughs and like winces because she like moves and you can see the like branded mark. And you'll hear in your head last saying, she just winces and goes, fuck them, and making sure I fucking followed. As you kind of end.
Mm-hmm. I'll go up to this human guy because humans here seems kind of spooky.
Yeah. You walk over and he's unconscious.
Spook. Spooky spook.
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Or a medicine check.
Peer into that mind, though.
Yeah.
You know? Hey,
Yeah, I was just gonna mind link him.
Yeah, no, I just keep.
Which one do I want to do?
You enter a
What's his name?
dreamscape.
Anyway,
19.
19. On which?
Yeah, I'll do medicine.
Medicine? Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of glancing over, he looks like on the edge of death. Like barely breathing.
Like sneeze on him and he's gone.
Yes. Like he was knocked unconscious and left here to rot, and you don't know how long he's been down here.
Ooh.
And he was like not in good condition. You'll see there's like a large like cut down like the side of his like neck down to his chest, and it's like filled with like stuck to like this ratted shirt with like dirt and caked, and it's probably infected. It's never.
I'm gonna mind link with him.
Okay.
Or try to.
Right. Let me just double check something.
I kind of just imagine Amethyst is going to be in like, I'm just the holy being paying the peasants and the poor unfortunate souls, and
Actually, this is a good point. Yeah, make either a deception or a performance check. I'll give you whichever.
Deception or performance. I'm gonna do deception.
Okay. Let's say different results, different DCs.
Yes.
Okay, that is not fantastic. It's an 11.
Okay. You'll see Rourke like, he might be dead. I don't know why. I don't know if he'll answer you. You might want to move on. But
He's
you do.
still breathing.
Oh. Shit.
Is this just how you treat all prisoners here?
That's the big guy.
Yeah, okay, I'll just turn back to this guy.
Okay. Yeah. So you mind link him.
This is
And
great. I love being psychic.
silence.
What's your name?
Oh, he's dead.
No, dying.
You asked what his name is?
Yeah.
Silence. Nothing comes.
Can I tell if it's just like I'm not talking to you silence or
Make an insight check.
okay, I'm great at these.
In his head.
We're gonna manifest another nat 20. That would be pretty cool.
Do it.
That's not great. It was an 11.
Okay. You're not sure.
Was-
You've never mind linked with somebody that's unconscious, possibly dead. It's always just kind of felt open, and you felt that open up. But it's like you're talking to like an empty room right now. Like it's just you're talking and there's nothing there.
How bad would it be if I just gave this guy a potion?
I don't know.
I mean, you would kind of have to like move him over and feed it to him.
I'll look to my gracious host and be like, would I be able to possibly give him a potion? It could help get more information out of him.
Make a persuasion check.
Straight or
With advantage, because yeah, he's still charmed.
I love this.
I mean, it makes sense. He wants to be your friend, or he's friendly too.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
That is a 17. I
17,
rolled
okay.
like 3 9s in a row.
Oh my god. He just goes, and he just turns and goes, "Yo, Borgnob, can we heal him?" And they'll like stop talking and turn over to you, and he goes, "No." And the other one goes, "Enemy dies here."
Information though.
And one goes, "Stupid."
Torture him longer?
And Adam goes, "No, we were told to leave."
You don't want to
Not.
torture him a little longer?
Make a persuasion check. That's a good point.
We could beat his ass a little bit more.
10. Wait, persuasion? Yeah, 10.
They just kind of laugh. And in your head, Amethyst, you'll hear a familiar voice, obviously, go, "I might be able to help."
Okay. Which familiar voice?
Hitara.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. There's too many voices.
I should have said.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
that's fine. That's fine. I got by the body language, but I was like, I want to be
Yes.
sure before I
Yeah.
just say, yeah, pop off, queen.
Um,
Yeah, I'll.
and there's
I'll-
like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll say. Okay.
And
And-
you almost like know she kind of smirks, and there's almost like a strain feeling. Like it's hard to describe. You know when you're like
Like TV static.
what?
Oh, I was
Like
gonna say
TV
like
static?
TV.
Oh.
Like TV static.
Yeah, and it's kind of just this like you know when you like really want to do something but you're like really holding yourself back and you can't do it, and it's just that
Yeah.
strain you feel inside yourself. You almost feel that, and you almost just know that whatever Hatar is doing, she's like being held back by something that has lessened, and she's able to reach further. And without you really doing anything, you turn and you mind link, and you will cast Detect Thoughts, which is a spell you do not have. And in that moment, you dive into the head of this. I need you to make a make a wisdom saving throw, not with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna start using D&D Beyond again because my dice are betrayed me.
Yeah, I do that too. I switch back and forth. all the
15.
time. 15.
Back and forth. Where the power's at right the moment.
Yeah.
Please. What is okay? Your spell DC is 16, right?
Yes.
Cool. As you begin to kind of dive in, you start getting these like kind of flashes of battle, of like explosions and chunks of buildings and people crying and shouting, and you'll find yourself rushing through the streets of an unfamiliar town. Cobblestone roads, kind of like stone mixed with wood buildings, there's a lot of like grays, browns, and blues in this city. And there is clearly a war going. There are like rubble everywhere. You'll see at one point you're rushing and you'll see yourself outfitted with like armor and like with a longsword rushing, and you can feel the sweat and you're like exhausted and you're just pushing through, and you'll see overhead like a griffin will fly, and they're like with a rider on it flying across something, as you see what looks like some kind of being like or creature made of pure fire, kind of like Zindig, but like bigger, like a bird. Like a giant eagle flying and chasing it in the sky. And you'll see them kind of turn as you'll see Black Earth soldiers rushing in and them attacking as you start to recognize them, Feathergale Knights rushing in to help. And you'll hear as you cut down someone, the last kind of hit slices up you and you fall down, and you'll hear someone go, I was about to say the wrong name. Hold on. You will hear Waylon as you feel yourself dragged away, and then you are pulled out of the stream. And you'll feel that sense of Hatara being exhausted, and you become exhausted. You gain a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is still working. What?
Rokus, what? You okay? You look really tired
Oh.
suddenly.
Yeah, just a very long day. It just
And he'll like kind of help you up, kind of pulling you away from this thing that you were told not to bother.
Okay. Amethyst doesn't know anything, but this is fine. I'm fine.
Speaking of which, everybody else that's just been chilling this whole session, anything you guys are doing? Having fun? Well, Amethyst is very confused and exhausted.
I think Amdrus is like making up stories, just like 1001 tales, sort of like just like tales of morality, fucked up children's stories that just I'm just entertaining.
Ataim's heard them all. Ataim's heard them all. He's blocking him out.
Listening to like everything
listening to
outside.
everything that's going on outside because we have one person
yeah
that's out there right now. He should be aware.
100%.
Is just very
you can hear
bored
this
and
like
entertaining
angry giant arguing with itself. Not that you overly understand half the time.
And I have like my sword out and I'm like waving it wildly as I'm telling
full
the
bar
story.
moment. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like your foot's on like a tape, like a chair.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I was gonna have a moment of like, can I send a message into the lantern? And I was like, oh, Ataim speaks Primordial. Everyone here probably speaks Primordial.
Yeah, except for Joel. I was like somebody.
No, I mean Black
I don't.
Brigade.
BGE.
Yeah.
Just it doesn't. Right. Good point.
Fuck.
Do you have sending?
No.
No.
How are you
I
gonna
do.
I
Can I
believe
mu-
she was just. I think she was just gonna mutter out loud.
Mhm.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of which,
Uh,
were you wanting to do ascending, Joel, at some point? I know we were talking about it, and then we kind of moved on. I apologize.
Yeah, it wasn't. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
um,
Yeah, Tame's kind of
Okay.
keeping out just information,
yeah.
watching, waiting.
I guess I'll
reading,
just
watching,
keep
listening.
going. We'll just keep going. Don't-
Okay.
Oh,
well,
Alright. You going to that one? The
yeah, we're just gonna
Lovely
go in a
one?
big circle. Because I'm gonna make a show of it.
Right.
And
Okay.
I'm freaking out, but Amethyst wouldn't know.
Correct.
So yeah,
Um,
there's a moment. It's like
Because,
Waylon,
like,
Waylon,
I don't know, I probably-
Waylon.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know, maybe she'll just say like, oh, he
Rain
looks like
blast.
he knows a lot of, like, he has a keen sense of the way of the land or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Okay, cool. Yeah, you walk up to this one, and this one is kind of like slumped over, like leaning in the corner. Also unconscious.
Land. I love you.
Oh man. Sure. I'll try mind linking with him, but I will be less pushy about it after that last one.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of mind link with him. Do you say anything? You'll kind of see him kind of stir. This one is alive.
Yeah. I'll say hello, both I'll say hello like out loud.
Okay.
In
You'll see him kind
his
of
mind.
stir, and like his eyes kind of blink open. He's clearly
Coco,
asleep.
did you just?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I controlled F. Wayland. I forgot who he was.
Yes.
Sorry.
Boys' night.
Yeah,
Boys' night.
I love
He
it.
helped y'all in
Took so long to
Rowan,
catch
and
up.
I'm
Yes,
very
yes.
emotional about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
like we
Talking
saved
about
him, right?
We don't know
Um,
though, because it wasn't an out loud thing.
well,
So I don't know if we can
yeah, this
hear
person will
your
kind of like wake up, and,
thoughts.
like kind of stir, and look at you like weirdly, because that open link, they can just sense this openness in their head without
Mhm.
hearing you. So they're just kind of like, "What is going on? Why does my head feel weird?" And they're kind of like stirring awake.
Yeah. Out loud, I'll just be like, I'm a new high priestess. I'm just doing some rounds. In his mind, I'll be like, what is your name?
And like you can see now that he's kind
What
of
is your name? Don't react.
fully does. He looks at you, and you now that kind of he like turns and looks, you can see it's like an older man, and
Mhm.
he's just badly bruised. Metagame wise, he's on 1 hit point, barely surviving, and he's just kind of like, what the I don't know what you guys want from me. I did nothing. I don't know anything of the king or the plans. I just lived in Crow Point, and then you guys decided to drag me here as if I had information.
Okay.
And he's just saying this out loud, like,
Yeah. In his mind, I'm gonna be like, your name, sir. Speak to me in your mind. Think your name.
yes, and you would hear Grevor. And just like, I don't understand. Why can't I hear you in my head?
Because I'm doing this.
Are you gonna torture me?
No, I'm hoping that I can help in some way.
You'll hear Aurora go, I don't know.
Just
Might
a
need to
nobleman then, and I'll just like cut off the mind link.
He just goes, and like he was just about to be like, yes, and just cuts and goes, and just like slumps back over, like breathing heavily, kind of
And
old
then
man.
I'll talk
confused.
to this girl, I guess. The gnome, dwarf.
Dwarf, female dwarf. And
Why
you'll
did-
see her kind of like rubbing her like temples and her eye, like she has a headache. She looks up and just goes, "Ugh. What now? I was just traveling the forest. I didn't mean to trespass. I'm sorry. Can I go now?"
I'm sorry, I don't have any control over that. What is your name?
Oh god, this is a weird name. Wolgrita. Wolgrita. Just me and my couple of us mercenaries were traveling the forest to get away from the stupid war. We weren't even trying to spy or anything. We just happened to stumble in your stupid way.
My name's Hatara. I wish we would have met under better circumstances.
I'm sure
And
you
I'll
did.
mind link with her as well.
Okay.
And just be like, don't panic.
And she just kind of like glances up to you with like very little reaction. Like enough of reaction, but like keep it-
Yeah.
So I didn't want
And-
to think that she's done this before kind of thing. So like
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah. And I'll just be like, how hurt are you?
I'm fine. A few bruises, nothing I'm not used to. Just bored. Don't know why I'm here.
If
Got a
I
headache because of
can-
this fuck. She just like moves her head
That's
towards
fair.
him. And you can see Rourke is just like, why are you guys still arguing? What are you arguing about? He's like starting to argue with them.
I'll just be like, oh, you're enabling. Never mind. And I'll just mind link to her and be like, if I can get you all out of here, you and the half elf might have to help these two gents.
She like looks up, she goes, you know she's one of them, right?
Was. She also punched the head one in the face.
Yeah, I still don't trust her. She's been a bitch to everybody.
Then stab her if she gets out of line.
You know, get me something and maybe I will.
But these two are almost dead, and I would like to try and help if I can.
Looks at you and like looks at Aurora, kind of arguing now with them, and just like, shut up! Like, God, you guys literally are like the same person. And she'll just
Yes.
she'll say in the mind, and she'll just say, they're probably as good as dead. That one's basically dead. That one's useless. There's no point, really.
Save the soldier if you can.
Soldier.
I'll like look back to Waylon,
Gotcha. All right.
the one who could probably do good if he was healed up.
She kind of like looks like, what am I supposed to use? Sure.
How invested are the three of them in their conversation?
I would say, as you kind of look over, Rourke would kind of disengage and look at you and go, can we go? I have such a headache now.
Absolutely. Lead the way.
And yeah, he'll start walking.
Do I risk a sleight of hand?
Do you?
Should I? Oh,
Do it.
I have 3 health potions.
Do it.
I will say they are locked in cages on opposite corners with no
I
way to get
know.
out of said cages.
Right, so
I
it wouldn't
know.
really be. We'd have to get them
Yeah,
out first
okay.
anyway.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you
Are we
give it to
throwing down
now.
with an FT right now? Are we about to go into battle next week?
God, probably just so we could do something.
I know. I'm
God.
just shocked that this has just been like a
Hey,
one-woman
this is
show.
an infiltration. It's an infiltration mission.
Yeah.
We're getting
Yeah.
information.
Listen, we already discovered most of the map. Now we get to just listen.
Yeah, this is the
Just
planning. We're doing-
Rudy speaking. Fire out here speaking.
Wow, government name.
The prison is a great place. I give you my government name. None of you know my government name. The prison is a great place to like hold up for like a few hours. Not a lot of people will be coming down here because they're arguing all the time.
Well,
Okay, so in that vision, would I know that that was Crow Point?
I don't think you've ever been to Row Point, so no.
No. Well, like we walked by it.
By it, but you went around and it's
We
Yeah,
went, we
okay.
went really
Okay,
far
I just
around
wanted
because
to
we
double
wanted to
check.
again
I-
avoid our.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to double check. Nobody said Crow Point.
Yeah.
Fuck. What are we gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, as far as
Uh,
you know, that guy's just a soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
So
But you would have no reason to.
yeah, so we'll leave and
I
Uh,
guess- yeah.
yeah.
No. What were you gonna say?
I was probably gonna tell Warwick that I would meet him in the dining hall
Okay.
and that I
'cause-
just needed a minute because I have a headache after all of the banter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you start to walk, you'll start to see some of the like foot soldiers kind of coming out from the kitchen area, like holding like trays of stuff, and you can smell the food and Rourke go, oh thank God, like time to eat soon, and then he would
Yeah.
start to lead you that kind of direction.
Yeah, I'll just be like, do you mind if I just take a minute? I just have a little bit of a headache. Just save me a seat and I'll meet you there.
I feel that. You know, you could always hit the spring. Very refreshing. And he'll kind of rush over to one of them and go, I'll let everybody know, and kind of...
Do you think the spring might be quiet at this time? Maybe that is what I need right now.
Maybe. You would have to see if anyone's there, but most people don't. It's not really rowdy. It's far away from here.
Then I think I will do that. Save me a seat, but don't wait to eat with me. I'll take a moment.
Sounds good. See you
Perfect.
soon.
I'll go into the spring.
Okay. I would like you to roll me a d6 for me.
Oh god.
Ah,
6.
1.
6.
No. It's like 6 people in there now.
As you head in there,
6 pairs of dicks.
nobody's in there.
Oh,
Actually, an orgy.
6
oh
was
amazing. Amazing. Oh my god. I'm having the greatest luck today, guys.
nothing. Honestly.
Friends,
Oh,
we've
well.
arrived.
Real well.
Yeah, I will dip my feet into the spring.
Yeah, and it is like, I would imagine it's like cold. It's very fresh. It is very refreshing.
Yeah. And then I will take my lantern and like I'll sit on like the edge of it and kind of like dip my legs in and like set my lantern to the side. But like as I'm picking it up, like just very slowly be like, okay, there's 4 prisoners. One of them is a noble from Crow Point. I don't remember his name. The other's a soldier. His name I got. It was Wayland. And then there's a Black Earth Brigade soldier and a gnome. Gnome? Dwarf?
Dwarf.
Dwarf. I don't know where the geode is. And I'll just put my lantern beside me and just be like... And I'll just like try to connect with Zaina and be like, I don't know where to go from here. I mean, I can just meld into a wall, but I don't know how far I need to go or where. Is there any place that you feel like it would be?
Make a charisma arcana check. And in the meantime, everybody else, you heard her quick little update. What's going on with you guys? In the middle of Amdrus' story getting cut off.
I am
Andrews,
on a
Andrews,
chair.
shush, Andrews,
I'm
shush.
on a chair, perfectly balanced on like the back 2 legs.
Yeah.
Like I have one
Very
foot on
priority.
the seat, one foot on like the head of like the backrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I just have like, it's like perfectly balanced on 2 legs. I'm like, and then you're like, what did you say? Did you fucking say Wayland?
Yes, shush.
So you just hear her like whisper, all kind of echoing around you.
Waylon. The Waylon.
I got a 24 by the way.
No.
Okay.
You want to go save Waylon, Joel?
Joel, remember Waylon? I don't know if you remember
Poison
Waylon. You had
You're
quite a
very
lot.
Do you remember anything about Poisonite?
No, I think wasn't that when I was in the middle of a nervous breakdown.
No, that was
No.
You
Sun
were
Meadow.
using Ray. You were in a trance the whole time because you were
No,
running
no.
You
around
were in
with
the
Ray.
trance running around in Ray.
And they had to pretend you were drunk because you were
They
blind
were
and
work-
deaf.
I was weakened in Bernie's me. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck, I forgot. It's funny. God, good memories.
I feel like we gotta save Waylon.
Zephyr turned into a horse to hide. Yeah, it was a good
Uh-huh.
night.
that was.
It was
Remember
a
when
lot.
things were simple?
Yes!
I don't
Oh my
know how
God.
that's simple, but yeah.
Paid the oats and paid the man in gold for the oats.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's one of the 2 lost episodes or not. I don't remember that was the last episode we
Oh,
had.
Session 30.
Okay, so I think we had that session still. We lost session
Boys'
32 and 33, I think. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
boys' night.
um,
So good.
That's wild.
yeah. Good
Yeah,
times.
58 sessions ago.
I think I saw.
It's
Yeah,
so
Yeah.
dumb.
I think that was the first, my first
Zephyr and-
reconnection with Dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was.
Zephyr and I
Yeah.
had an adventure.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause you, yeah.
Jesus.
Mhm. Good
Yeah.
times.
It's Rowan
Yeah.
and a snake. Was it a snake? I think it was a snake.
Yeah. Zephyr
Yes.
was a snake
Oh,
in my boot.
right.
Snake.
Yeah.
And then you jumped out
Oh
and
my
tried to
You were
poison
God.
poisoning him, and I was just
You were
like,
gonna
this ain't gonna
poison
work.
him, yeah.
Yeah, and it did not go.
Yeah, a
Oh,
tiny
good
little snake is gonna poison a full-grown man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You also had
Honestly-
bile poison. You know, I saw where it was going.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I still have that
24.
bottle of poison.
there you go.
Might as well use it today or next night. Just like
Shots. Anyways,
I need a quick way out of here.
jumping back in, so we can end soon.
Sorry.
So sorry.
All good.
Yeah, I got a 24 unless anyone else is saying anything.
Yeah, you guys were in the middle of.
Zephyr would be asking who Waylon was, probably.
I
You
mean,
probably wouldn't remember.
Waylon was still there when you and Rowan were getting out of the tower. Like, he helped you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He was a guard.
would Zephyr remember?
I don't know. Would Zephyr remember? How
Yeah,
good
I
is
mean,
her
would-
memory?
I feel like
I mean,
Amdrus and
the
Achaim talking about
boys.
Waylon.
Yeah.
I would go into
I feel like-
I would stop my old story and then go into a reenactment of Boys' Night.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
With Kane and Waylon and
I think after a little bit it would jog her memory, but at
Yeah.
first she'd be like,
Like,
wait,
who?
who's this person?
Wait, hold
I
on.
mean, I
Met
And
for
then
like
Amber's
2-3
story would be
days.
like, okay.
Please stop. I remember.
yeah, I think we owe it to Crowpoint at the very least.
Well, I mean, morally, I
save
feel
Waylon.
like we have to save him. but-
Wonder why he's here.
maybe he
Basically
knows what
dead.
happened to Rowan. But that's more for me. That I know none of you guys care. I want to know. Me, Celeste wants to know.
I
Yeah.
loved Rowan.
I care for so many reasons.
Meh.
Anyways,
So if you wanted to take my name, that's fine.
Yes, continue. Anything else, Lantern folk?
I would just like, I'm like, how do we get out of here? Are we safe? Are we safe? Can she hear me?
She can't hear us.
Thank God. With your rambling for the last hour in this story.
I
Good
know.
thing no one can hear you.
It's like when you have your headphones a little too loud and then you take them off and you're like, where the fuck is that noise?
yeah.
Is somebody here a fly?
Yeah.
Do
I
we
hear
have a way to
people
get
talking.
a
I don't
message?
see people talking.
I mean, the only way you guys would have to, it would be Joel casting sending and it working. So
Yeah.
it's the only way
Joel,
to.
Damn it.
Joe, tell her, ask her if it's safe.
You guys would probably immediately. Well, you would immediately hear me talking to Zaina.
Don't you think she'd let us know if it was safe?
Or you could ask her if it's safe and we could just start with that step.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, what level spell slot is sending? Is that like third?
Third.
A third.
Fuck, just kidding. Don't
You guys
say it.
have what, 6 level spells or something now, right?
Yeah, but my
I
access to
have
third level spells
one.
is only 3.
Also, oh, maybe I just haven't refreshed. It's fine.
I have one, and it doesn't even cost me a spell slot to use. It's just a once
it's
a day.
a once a day thing. Yeah, your Mystic Arcanum.
Woohoo!
Are you casting Sending or no?
I think I'm gonna hold off.
Okay. Well, on that,
Zephyr.
Amethyst, as you
Yeah.
sit there trying to connect or reconnect with Zaina, what do you say?
Basically, all that I just did, which was, do you feel like a particular place that there's more of a pull? I know that I can meld into the walls, and that's how to get there, but I don't know where.
Okay.
So I'm asking her if she knows like a pull, like
Yeah,
there's a
sense
specific
of pull.
place,
Okay. You got a 24,
preferably
right?
without a dragon. Yeah,
Sorry, what?
preferably without a dragon.
Right. Right, yeah. Last time you went into a wall. As you kind of sit there, like feet maybe dangling in the refreshing water,
Hmm.
you kind of breathe and you concentrate, asking this out loud. You kind of feel yourself again tap into that kind of prickly, high sense of magic. And you do start to feel a pull. But from where you are, it's kind of hard. It's like southern, but like kind of off to like basically in this direction. If you guys can see that, hold on.
Hold on, I have to zoom right out.
Kind of in this kind of direction.
Okay.
Stream can't see that. I don't know why. And then you'll hear kind of like, as you're kind of feeling in that direction, you'll almost like feel a sense of like, no, actually, I think it would, hold on. I think it would be almost directly south where you are. Just about, maybe not as angled as I did. So like, maybe
Oh,
like
okay.
more like that kind of, you know what I mean?
Okay. Because immediately I was like, it's behind the statue!
I mean, still possibly could be. And you'll feel that kind of pull, kind of southern, and then like go down, like into the earth.
Okay.
And then you'll feel like kind of like a wash come over you, but it's like thick, like it's as if like a ghost just walked, like when you walked through the earth
Wow.
earlier.
Yeah.
It's like pushing through something solid, but you were able to make it, and you kind of feel that. And then like as you kind of get out of on the other side of the wall, essentially, you kind of feel that like that same feeling of that like open, intense feeling of that like black geode when you had that dream. You're not seeing anything, you're just kind of feeling it, and all you kind of hear is come. And that is where we're gonna end it. Thank you for connecting again, because it was a high DC and you failed. So guess who you contacted? Yay! And we'll be back next Monday to see how that turns out. Even though Pyro's on the phone, poor Pyro can't like really react. But anyways, sorry it was very one-sided to everybody, but you got a lot of
No,
information.
that was thoroughly entertaining.
Got a lot of
I do what I
information.
can.
You got most of the map uncovered. Made my part a little easier. You
Nobody
explored
died.
more. I was worried you would miss like 90% of this place and not explore and not see the prison and stuff.
4 and I failed.
Yeah, the DC was 25. That's why I was like, you got 24, right? Yeah. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful night on that wonderful little moment. I know I will. And we'll see you guys next Monday.
It's going great, y'all.
Yeah, to for food.
Good job.
You're still charmed somebody, and you're still here with a
I'm
cookie.
doing so good.
And you only got like 6.5 hours of them being in the lantern before they're forced out, and then you have to deal with what you need to do wherever
It's fine.
you
We
are.
have that covered. I know what I'm gonna do if that happens.
100%. But yeah, have a wonderful night, everybody. As Celeste is just like freaking out.
Now you got to think about what you're doing as we're all on this like
Yeah.
magic school bus ride where we're just like, I don't know, man. Miss Frizzle can let that eventually.
Bristle.
Yeah. And
Just
yeah.
bristle. That's fine.
Oh, I guess a side note. Everyone in the lantern also hears that voice.
Oh,
That
fuck.
rumbling
Fuck.
hum. Forgot to tell you that. So everyone hears that, and everyone can
Followed
be
by
worried.
the very soft-spoken Amethyst saying, "Oh, fuck."
Oh fuck. Yeah, and then cut to black. Anyways, again, we'll be back next Monday. Hope you all have a wonderful night, wonderful week, and yeah, we'll see you in a week. Bye.